Bandits kill 4 in Apa local government of Benue State. Bandits caregiver 12 others nabbed in Sokoto. Dollar hits 1,600 in parallel market. And on the foreign scene, Senegal's top court reverses election delay bid. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Welcome to the news. Thanks for joining us. At least 4 people were reportedly killed and 2 others injured in Imana village of Ikopi Council Ward in Apa local government area of Benue State by suspected armed herders on Wednesday evening. A village elder, Atule Amodu, said armed herders invaded the community and were able to kill people easily because the village is surrounded by hills. He added that this year there is hunger because the people can no longer go to farm. Barrister Eche Akboko, chairman of Apa Development Association, who also confirmed the attack, said so far 4 corpses were recovered. Spokesperson of the police in Benue, SP Catherine Anene, however, said she was not aware of the attack. Men of the Sokoto State Police Command have arrested one Jamilu B. Yusuf, a community health officer in Badun in Sokoto metropolis, for allegedly treating bandits and kidnappers. Jamilu was arrested along with 12 others on their way to Tambuwal for a mission. Parading the suspects on Thursday, the Commissioner of Police, Ali Kaigama, said the health worker was the one treating injured suspect. The CP added that 3 AK-47 rifles with 116 rounds of live ammunition were recovered from them. The suspect confessed to treating bandits anytime they sustained gunshot wounds and getting paid up to 100,000 naira per patient. Over in Oyo State, the government has shut down 6 health facilities across the state over quackery. The facilities sealed were said to have committed various offences, including recruitment of unqualified personnel to provide medical services and engaging in illicit practices. Speaking during an inspection and monitoring exercise held within Ibadan metropolis, the state's anti-quackery task force committee chairman Adekunle Aremu said the team carried out the operation as part of the government's efforts towards protecting the health and well-being of residents. Aremu said that anyone found culpable would face the full wrath of the law. He urged the public to report any suspicious or illegal activity in any health facility to the Ministry of Health or the nearest security agency. Nigeria may witness another round of fuel scarcity as the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners on Thursday vowed to stop lifting petroleum products beginning from next week Monday due to the high cost of operations. NARTO members have repeatedly raised concern over the high cost of diesel required to power their trucks for the transportation of petroleum products across the country. Oil marketers said that diesel price is between 1,250 naira to 1,400 naira per litre, depending on the area of purchase. NARTO's President Yusuf Uthman said in a statement on Thursday in Abuja that members of the association would park their trucks from Monday. Uthman said NARTO members have been operating at a loss and it was no longer sustainable for them to endure the losses. In Lagos, the chairman of Ikoyo Balinde Local Government Council Development Area in Fuad Atonda Lawal has proved 100% pay rise for the medical doctors attached to all the primary health centers in the council area. Atonda Lawal made the announcement on Thursday after extensive deliberations on the need to ensure that all residents of the council area had access to comprehensive, quality and affordable health care. According to the council boss, the decision follows the need to address the brain drain currently being experienced in the nation's health sector and the current rise in inflation. Atonda Lawal reiterated his belief that Nigeria is blessed with doctors who could compete with their peers globally if given the necessary incentives. He said that the increment will take effect from February 2024. Over in the National Assembly, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has called for a strategic partnership with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in order to bolster investment opportunities in Nigeria. During a court call
represented by his deputy Benjamin Kalu, the Speaker emphasized
the Speaker, who acknowledged the long-standing diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia spanning over 25 years, advocated for increased collaboration in trade and investment, tourism, oil and gas, and infrastructure. Here's the report.
By his deputy Benjamin Kalu, the Speaker emphasized the need for robust collaboration across various sectors, including trade and investment in tourism. Addressing the disparity in the volume of trade concerning mineral resources, the Speaker called for a balance in trade between both countries, emphasizing Nigeria's determination to grow its gross domestic product. In his presentation, the acting chairman of the group and leader of the delegation, Abdullah Hamad Al-Salama, said their mission is to seek new ways to strengthen the partnership with Nigeria for mutual benefit, as well as explore future bilateral relations with the two countries.
The President has preached this over and over again, that Nigeria is ready for investment. So the Parliament is partnering with Mr. President to ensure that those who want to make an investment in this country, please encourage them when you go back to the kingdom, that the President is ready, the Parliament is ready, our laws are ready. Anyone that is not ready will make it ready by fine-tuning it to enable your investment make sense to you as an investor.
Our king and the crown prince especially put so many emphasis and strengthen our relation. We look to the country as a strategic partner. Nigeria is very important, very valuable country in its people, in its government, its land, its everything that we are really proud of. Therefore, we are looking to see this country in more prosperity, in more economic prosperity.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Finance and Central Bank of Nigeria to provide adequate notice to stakeholders in the maritime industry and the public before altering customs exchange rate, as it ensures transparency and allows stakeholders to prepare for any changes that may affect their operations. It also urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to maintain the system exchange rate for customs duty and excise duty purposes below 1,000 naira to the dollar to encourage patronage in the Nigerian ports and prevent galloping inflation. These were the resolutions reached following a motion entitled "Need to Rescue the Nigerian Economy from Imminent Collapse and Restore Investors' Confidence in the System." The motion was raised during plenary by Leke Abejide, the member representing Yagba East, Federal Constituency of Kogi State. Abejide, while raising the motion, expressed concern that the Central Bank of Nigeria has raised customs tariffs 6 times in the past 6 months, causing inflation and disrupting import and excise duty calculations, which businesses rely on for planning.
Urge the Federal Ministry of Finance and Central Bank of Nigeria to provide adequate notice to stakeholders in the maritime industry and the general public before altering custom exchange rates. This ensures transparency and allows stakeholders to prepare for any changes that may affect their operations.
The House therefore adopted the motion without debate and mandated its committees on customs and excise, finance and banking regulations to interface with the Ministry of Finance, Central Bank of Nigeria Governor and Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs on how fixed exchange rate for customs and excise duties will work for the system to boost exports and encourage patronage in the nation's ports.
So will the economy. The foreign exchange crisis worsened on Thursday as the local currency further depreciated, exchanging at 1,600 naira to a dollar at the parallel market. This is coming a few days after the local currency hit an all-time low at the official market, crossing 1,500 naira to $1. The naira has come under a very severe attack in recent times, defying several interventions by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, thereby worsening the cost of living crisis and inflation in the country. Depreciation of Nigeria's currency is despite the federal government receiving a $2.25 billion foreign exchange support from the Afrexim Bank, as well as the offset of part of the unsettled forex obligations. Customs exchange rate for clearance of cargoes at the nation's seaports reached an all-time high on Thursday as the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) reviewed it upward by 33.61 naira, representing 2.2%. The latest available data showed that the exchange rate for cargo clearance has been adjusted to 1,515 naira and 92 kobo to a dollar, an upward readjustment which came less than 24 hours after it was moved from 1,444 naira 56 kobo to a dollar to 1,481 naira 48 kobo to a dollar. This development, however, indicates that the customs exchange rate for the first time is higher than the official exchange rate. Maritime experts, however, argued that with the upward review, Nigerians will pay more to clear their goods at the port because import duties are benchmarked against the dollar. The Military Pensions Board on Thursday inaugurated its electronic verification system to ensure that all pensionable retirees, both home and abroad, who were still alive and eligible for pension, are enrolled. The chairman of the board, Paul Irumesan, at a press briefing in Abuja during the launching of the platform tagged Military Pensions Board Electronic Verification Management System, disclosed that 10,800 retirees consisting of 300 each from the 36 states of the Federation are to be verified in the pilot phase. Air Vice Marshal Irumesan explained that the platform would promptly remove unqualified or deceased pensioners from the board's payroll. He added that the board had in the past carried out physical verification of pensioners in designated locations across the country. This is the news update on Trust TV. Up ahead. Cement hits 9,000 naira per bag. Resident cement as prices surge. More news when we return. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. A recap of our top stories. Bandits kill 4 in Apa local government of Benue State. Bandits, caregiver, 12 others nabbed in Sokoto. To other news, the president of the Lutheran World Federation, Archbishop Musa Panti, has emphasized the urgency for proactive citizenry amidst Nigeria's current economic crisis, insecurity, and escalating cost of living. Speaking at an entrepreneurship training for youth and women in Adamawa State, Archbishop Panti stressed the necessity for citizens to actively engage in initiatives to combat unemployment, highlighting the limitations of government efforts in addressing the growing job market. Archbishop Panti underscored the role of the church in providing avenues for skill development and economic empowerment.
Economic crisis, insecurity, and rising living costs that we experience, especially in our country, Nigeria, today, demands that we become proactive and not idle. Many graduates have stayed at home, some even close to 10 years, without finding a job. So we have to change our mentality that we have to find the jobs.
The construction sector in Nigeria has been hit by an unprecedented surge in the prices of building materials, with cement price hitting an all-time high of 9,000 naira. The situation has rattled builders and related businesses in the sector, with many wondering what happens next. Victoria Tokolo visited a cement trading center in Lagos and brings us the challenges and struggles faced by sand and iron vendors. Her report. The construction sector in Nigeria is facing severe challenges as the cost of building materials skyrockets and negatively impacting builders nationwide. In the cement area of Lagos State, renowned for offering quality and affordable building materials, these recent price hikes have brought the building industry to a standstill. Business owners in the block-making sector, choosing to remain anonymous, have expressed disappointment with the scarcity and rising cost of cement in the state. The price of a bag of cement has surged from 5,200 naira to 9,000 naira. Similarly, the cost of a bag of sand, once 250 naira, has tripled to 800 naira, further exacerbating the situation for those in the construction business in Lagos State.
Before it was 600 naira, but now it's 800 naira. There's not much of challenges there based on the using stuff. Before they are buying this maybe 1,000 naira, but now it's 1,350. That's just the challenges we are facing.
And we used to buy the tipa of sand 20 tons, 80,000 before, but now it's now 140,000. That's the price of it. The sharp sand, we used to buy sharp sand 90,000 before, but sharp sand now is now around 70,000. 20 tons. The granite is 480,000 at the trailer. We are selling a bag of it 1,400. Before we used to buy it 350,000, and there that time we are selling it 900 naira a bag.
The situation is not different among other vendors too. According to cement block molders, the price of a 9-inch block is 600 naira, while a 6-inch block is priced at 500 naira. In terms of tiles for floors and roofs, the prices vary. The 60 by 60 tiles are priced at 6,500 naira and 5,500 naira respectively, while square meter tiles range from 4,500 naira to 14,500 naira for Italian tiles. Additionally, the prices of sanitary wares, including Nigerian and foreign bathroom and kitchen taps, have escalated due to exchange rate fluctuations.
Well, the bag of nail is 10,000, 9,000, but now it's 17,000. We are selling kilo 200, but now it's 500 naira per kilo, and it's not moving like before. When you tell them price, they will pick race. They will not wait. So it's very, very high now. It's too much. Things are too much. People are shouting.
Vendors in the building materials sector argue that a reduction in the country's fuel prices by the government will lead to a decrease in the prices of all commodities. Away from Nigeria, over in Senegal, its top election authority on Thursday voided the government's postponement of a presidential election scheduled for February 25th and its rescheduling for December, ruling that the moves are unconstitutional. According to a judgment approved by 7 members of the body, the Constitutional Council cancelled the decree signed by President Macky Sall earlier this month that postponed the election. The judgment said the National Assembly's decision on February 5th to reschedule the vote for December 15th also was contrary to the Constitution. The Constitutional Council also reiterated that 5-year fixed tenure presidential term be maintained. Opposition figures praised the court's ruling on Thursday. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, had urged Sall to stick to the election timetable and sent a delegation to meet with him earlier this week. And in Russia, opposition leader Alexei Navalny has died Friday at the Arctic prison colony where he was serving a 19-year term. Russia's Federal Penitentiary Service said in a statement that Navalny felt bad after a walk, almost immediately losing consciousness. The statement further said medical staff arrived immediately and an ambulance team was called and resuscitation measures were carried out, which did not yield positive result. Now the causes of the death are being investigated. In sports, Jurgen Klinsmann has been sacked as South Korea coach on Friday following defeat to Jordan in the semi-finals of the Asian Cup and revelations about a bust-up between star players. The 59-year-old former Germany striker, a World Cup winner as a player, was in the post for just under a year and never won over South Korean fans or media. Klinsmann, whose managerial record has not matched his stellar playing career, said it had been an incredible journey and thanked his players in a post on social media just before the axe fell. Klinsmann, whose contract was due to run until after the 2026 World Cup, had promised to deliver South Korea's first Asian title in 64 years. Still in sports, French striker Kylian Mbappe has told Paris Saint-Germain he intends to leave the club at the end of the season. 25-year-old's deal with the Ligue 1 champions is scheduled to expire and has been heavily linked with a move to Real Madrid. Mbappe's future was the subject of a major standoff with PSG last summer. At one point, Mbappe was exiled from the first team squad and left out of the club preseason tour of Asia. However, an agreement was reached that ensured PSG would not lose out when Mbappe eventually left, and the terms of his now seemingly inevitable exit are still to be confirmed. The forward has a one-year extension clause, so it is expected his departure will involve either a sale with the transfer fee or financial sacrifices on the player's part. Whilst PSG would have wanted Mbappe to remain at the club, his exit looks set to come as they aim to build a younger squad and move away from the Galacticos plan that has also seen Argentina forward Lionel Messi and Brazil international Neymar leave since the end of last season. It is estimated Mbappe, who won the World Cup with France in 2018, earns around 200 million euros per year, equivalent to 171 million pounds. And that's it for news at this hour. For more, follow us on our social media platforms for more news, documentaries and programs. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. On behalf of myself and the production team, thank you so much for watching.